This is your off-road chef, Kelly Macdonald, coming from a great view here. I'm actually having lunch today, a nice little hot lunch. We're gonna do almost like a ramen, but I'm doing chow mein. I have my water boiling already. You can use ramen as well, flavored or unflavored. This one is just the chow mein noodle that we'll be putting in there in a second. Then I have some shiitake mushrooms. These are the shiitake mushrooms whole. They have a nice cheesy, earthy, like Parmesan smell to them. This is a really good quality product. And then I just tear them a little bit without the stems on. The stems are a little chewy. So we have that. The noodles, as I mentioned. Then I have the organic seaweed chips, and I'm gonna break those up. I might eat a couple as I'm preparing. Always a nice snack. A little bit of salt to them. And they're gonna go in this dish. And then I have some non-MSG. I'm highly allergic to MSG, and that's one of the things that I really pride myself when we're doing these kind of things, is not getting that stuff that's really packed with salt. I'm doing this Mongolian beef, so there'll be no other meat in here, but I'm gonna have some beef flavor. So kind of a nice way to go, and that'll thicken up this ramen really nicely. Last but not very least, we have some great brew from Tannery Bend, local brewery. Nice enough to give us this. I've already gotten into some of it. It's delicious. It's a dark Cascadian style beer, nice pine notes on it, some chocolate, a little bit of citrus, really yummy. It's kind of a meal and a snack. I mean, it's on the light side, but it tastes really rich. And we're actually gonna cook with this and drink it. Well, I am. You have to watch. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna take my ramen and open up my ramen. Actually, chow mein. It is sealed for my protection. All right, I need a knife. So now I'm gonna take my chow mein noodles, and I'm probably not gonna use this whole package. I'm gonna use about half. So for me, I'm a little cautious because I don't know how much someone might eat, but I would say about 3 people per package. For lunch, for sure. So we're gonna stir that up. And then almost immediately, so that we have time for these mushrooms. They're dehydrated. Again, shiitake mushrooms. I've just tore them into nice chunks because we want some chunkiness in there. That'll also add to a stock. So really important notes here is we're making a nice stock, and I wish you could smell this right now as soon as I put those mushrooms in. And then, this is not bourbon, I swear. This is sesame oil. So we're gonna add a little sesame oil, just about a tablespoon. And then we have these seaweed snacks. This is a really good product. And I am going to just take a couple of these guys, put them in here so the wind is coming up, so I don't want them to blow away. Little origami kites, we don't want those. So we're gonna take those and we're just gonna chip that in here. Give it a stir with my sporky. Now we're just gonna cook this for just a couple of minutes and let all of this kind of brew together, no pun intended. Then we're gonna add our brew and our Mongolian beef. And this is just a nice twist on it. Obviously, you could do this more like a soup and serve this right the way it is right now, or you could add this for a different twist. And if you're out a couple of days and you just want certain things, you can kind of switch it up and even make these noodles taste differently and go with a less Asian theme if you'd like. So we're gonna wait and let this cook a little bit, and I'm gonna drink a little beer. Okay, so now we're gonna measure to go ahead and put some of this in our chow mein noodles. And I'll show you how, look at how dark and rich that is. But it's on the light side, it's very citrusy. So we're measuring. Okay, for me. Now we're gonna take about a quarter cup. And this is gonna make it richer. It's a little more protein. We've got all of that nice flavor of the beer in there. Just a nice twist. We're gonna bring this back up to a boil. Then we're gonna add our packet of Mongolian beef mix. So also, while I'm waiting for this to boil, I just wanna tell you that all kinds of products out there that are dehydrated. There's a leek soup mix that's just really great. I believe it has some Asiago cheese that's dehydrated in it. And that's good in pasta, things like that. I'm sure I'll be doing something like that along the lines to show you as we get more into season and this beautiful sun is shining without a cloud in the sky. There'll be plenty of times to be outside. But just know that you can kind of pick your own poison with the kind of mixture you want to put in. So we're gonna add pretty much 3/4 of this. We can always add more. I've never found a device to take it out. That goes with water too. You don't want to start so soupy that, you know, you've got this sloppy mess and it's more like soup if you don't want it to be soup. This is going to naturally thicken this, and I think just by the looks of this, I'm going to add just a little bit more seaweed. I think it's time for lunch, is what I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate some of this out so you can see how delicious it is. This is gonna go great with this beer. Oh man, this is just like I ordered it. The doorbell rang and I just got it from takeout. I know I say this all the time, but I wish you could smell this. It really smells delicious. Okay, so we're gonna give this a try now. And I just wanna explain too, these meals aren't really a lot of work. It takes a little planning, but you're getting something that you know is good for you, nutritious, and you get something that you like in your diet and how you want to eat. So you can always take my ideas and take it whatever level you want, according to what you like. Maybe you don't like mushrooms. Maybe you want to add some other dried kind of vegetable to this. That'd be great. So just keep that open mind. And here we go. The chunks of mushrooms are like meat in here. Really, really good. And a little bit spicy. That Mongolian spice that's in there is some red chili flakes. So if you're not into spice, make sure you know that. This is plenty hot for me, but delicious. And now I'm gonna go for the full pairing. Really good. You can actually taste the beer in the noodles too. It's very good because we didn't cook it that much afterwards, which is kind of important. We just put it in at the end. So not too heavy, ready to blaze the trail the rest of the day. Tannery Bend, thank you very much. We'll see you next time. This is your off-road chef, Kelly Macdonald. Happy trails.